It will shock you that many Christians don't know who Christ is. Many Christians don't know who Jesus is. They were taught from maybe foundation school or basic church program when they were growing from children class that Jesus is the Son of God, but they don't even know what Son of God means. If you ask them who is Jesus, they say he's the Son of God. The question is, what is Son of God? Who knows what Son of God is? Because the reason the Muslim man will tell you that Christianity is false is because he doesn't see how God can have a son. And most Christians don't even know what Son of God is. So you ask them, who is Jesus? They say, Son of God. They say, okay, what do you mean by Son of God? They can't explain it. And if you begin to ask many Christians questions, their faith will shrink. That's why most Christians run from debate. If you say, what do you believe? They say, leave that matter. Just believe what you believe. Me too, I believe what I believe. Because if you begin to probe it, there will be a problem. So they don't know who Christ is. Because they don't know who Christ is, they cannot function in grace. And because they cannot function in grace, they cannot participate in the kingdom. They cannot deny themselves and they cannot represent God. So the guy says he's a Christian until he becomes a governor. The moment he becomes a governor and he sees money and influence, his Christianity begins to shake. Because all of a sudden, billions begin to come and nobody is probing him. So he becomes creative. He can go on holiday in Bahamas. He begins to think all the loss that were in him without finding expression. Somebody will tell him and say, why are you? You mean the whole weekend you are here? Come on, you will die young. Why are you spending? He said, that's true. Where do we go to? They said, let's try Dubai. And this Dubai is not just to go and rest and come back. If they say we are resting, you need to know the meaning of rest. Rest has many meanings. Rest might mean he's with 3 women in a hotel. That's rest. Because rest, the definition of rest have changed. When he was not powerful, rest means go and lie on your bed and sleep. But now rest has many meanings. Because he has billions at his disposal. All of a sudden, the man wakes up. You will now discover how selfish he is. You will see pensioners who are all they need is just the little token from the 35 years of work. Pensioners will come to headquarters, sit on the road. Some will die because they came to collect gratuity. The person won't care. The heart was stone, but you didn't notice before when he was begging. Now that he has money, you now discover that that heart is a stone. Meanwhile, his name is a Christian name. He says he loves God. He doesn't know kingdom. The reason he doesn't know kingdom is because he doesn't know grace. And the reason he doesn't know grace is because he doesn't know Jesus. So we must begin first of all to understand who Jesus is. When we now understand who Jesus is, we will know how to tap into grace. And when we begin to maximize grace, then we can represent God. Because when a man goes through this channel, if you like, give him 10 billion, it won't affect him. It's bigger than the money. The money is a tool for advancing kingdom. If you like, give him the highest position in the world. As far as he's concerned, he is there to represent God. He will not be moved by the position. He will see the position as a tool for advancing God's will. And he will see that God's will is mercy. God's will is kindness. God's will is salvation. God's will is empowerment of the human race. And he will deploy himself in doing that because he has learned Christ. He has learned grace and is now a kingdom agent. So tonight, let's look at